ti solita. Siento contigo una conexión que va más lejos que solo atracción. Soy loco por tu coco loco, soy muy loco por tu coco loco, soy loco por tu coco loco, muy loco por tu coco. Soy loco por tu coco loco, soy muy loco por tu coco loco, soy loco por tu coco loco, muy loco por tu coco. Este día que te vi, me perdí todito en ti. Ya no tengo salvación. Ya no sigo la razón. Soy loco por tu coco. Este día que soy loco por tu coco loco. Soy loco por tu coco. Soy loco me perdí todito. Soy loco por tu coco loco. Muy loco por tu coco. Soy loco. Ya no tengo salvación. Ya no sigo la razón. Por tu coco loco, muy loco por tu coco. Soy loco por tu coco loco, soy muy loco por tu coco loco, soy loco por tu coco loco, muy loco por tu coco. Soy loco por tu coco loco, soy muy loco por tu coco loco, soy loco por tu coco loco, muy loco por tu coco.
There's quite a loud buzz in this.
Right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's quiz, the Wednesday quiz. We've got Debbie's here, and Glynis is here, and Joe is here, and Martin's here. I don't know if we've got any Zoomers. If we've got any, I know Sarah won't be here because she's off on a holiday for 2 weeks, so she told us last week. Bob's here. Hello, Bob. But hasn't it been an awful day? Oh, I don't think I've seen so much. Oh, and Debbie Jackson's here. Evening, Debbie. I don't think I've seen so much rain for I can't remember how long. Oh, it's been, every time I looked out the window, it was just miserable. Just dreadful. Cold. Had the fire on, I have to say. So, anyway, welcome to you all, and let's hope we have a good quiz. Had a good few days, a nice weekend, meeting up with Debbie Henry at the play that David was in and directed, which was very enjoyable, a very enjoyable evening altogether. Nice to see Debbie, haven't seen her for a little while. And I'm seeing Joe on Friday, so a little bit of social life appearing. But the quiz tonight is, I will say, is in honour of a friend of ours, mine and David's, who was a regular at our local. And we'd started sharing quiz writing honours, as it were, duties for the Sunday night quiz at the local. And he would produce a quiz every third week. And he was always known as Chef. So I always called it a Chef Special. And very sadly, he collapsed suddenly and died on Monday night. So this was the last quiz that he wrote. So I thought in honour of him, I would use the quiz tonight. Which is why, Debbie, you've got things like sporting nicknames, I'm afraid. He was a lovely man, big shock. So that's the honour is going to him tonight. And what have we got in the quiz? Let me see what. Quite early. Yes, shame, but he would appreciate the quiz being used. Very sudden. He was a good friend of the landlord, so that's going to be a big shock to the landlord. But we've got sporting nicknames. Oh, a blank page. Don't want a blank page. The 80s. The human body. Then the techies round, which is UK television. And then the final round, which is film quotes. So this is a chef special for tonight. And not necessarily easy, I will say that. But interesting. Different from the ones that I write. Which may not be interesting. I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to kick off with sporting nicknames. So Debbie, I hope you've told Rob that he's got to take his noise cancelling headphones off and listen in case you need to. In fact, you probably will need to ask him questions. So if you are ready, question 1, sporting nicknames. Which Premier League team play their home games at the Theatre of Dreams? Which Premier League team play their home games at the Theatre of Dreams? Question 2. Who was the Louisville Lip, arguably the greatest heavyweight boxer of all time? Who was the Louisville Lip, arguably the greatest heavyweight boxer of all time? Question 3. What is the nickname of the England women's football team? What is the nickname of the England women's football team? Question 4. Florence Griffith Joyner was sometimes referred to as the fastest woman alive, but what was the more common nickname by which she was known? Florence Griffith Joyner was sometimes referred to as the fastest woman alive, but what was the more common nickname by which she was known? Question 5. Brazilian footballer Edson Arantes do Nascimento, who died last December, was better known by what single name? Brazilian footballer Edson Arantes do Nascimento, who died last December, was better known by what single name? Question 6. Who was Dart's crafty cockney? Who was Dart's crafty cockney? Not come up on the screen. Oh, there it is. Question 7. Top try-scoring English player, Rugby League's Martin Offiah, was nicknamed what because of his running speed? Top try-scoring English player, Rugby League's Martin Offiah, was nicknamed what because of his running speed? I think it was quite clever, this one. Question 8. Which cricketer was known as Beefy? Which cricketer was known as Beefy? Question 9. Ronnie O'Sullivan, snooker's greatest, is known by what nickname? Ronnie O'Sullivan, snooker's greatest, is known by what nickname? And question 10. The Blades is the nickname of which Premier League football club? The Blades is the nickname of which Premier League football club? Does anybody want any repeating? It's a very nice background, isn't it, of the waterfall. No repeats. Right, go through the answers then. Question 1. The Premier League team that plays at the Theatre of Dreams is Manchester United. Question 2. The Louisville Lip was Muhammad Ali. Question 3. The England women's football team nickname is the Lionesses. Question 4. Florence Griffith Joyner was more commonly known as Flojo. Question 5. Edson Arantes do Nascimento was Pele. Question 6. The crafty cockney was Eric Bristow. Question 7. Rugby League's Martin of Fire was nicknamed Chariots because of his running speed, so Chariots of Fire. I think that's quite clever. Yeah, that amused me. Question 8. The cricketer known as Beefy is Ian Botham. Question 9. Ronnie O'Sullivan's nickname is The Rocket. And question 10. The Blades is the nickname of Sheffield United. So how did you do on that round? I imagine a mixture of scores. Martin 7, Glynis 10. Well done. Debbie Jackson 7. Joe 8. Better than last week, Joe. Debbie 9. I knew 4 and Rob was allowed to speak. I thought he might be. Well done, Rob. Right, we'll move on to round. Oh, I forgot to say, I've spent the day, because of all the rain and everything, spent the day sorting out papers and quiz questions going back years. All, not all, but from 1996, 1997 that I wrote for Rolls-Royce, handwritten. Goodness knows how long they must have taken me to write. Neatly handwritten at that as well. So, so Bob scored 9. Oh, well done, Bob. So I've now got some extra questions to use, as I say, going back to the 90s. Right, and round 2 is the 80s. So if you're ready, question 1. What was withdrawn from circulation in England in November 1984 after 150 years in use? What was withdrawn from circulation in England in November 1984 after 150 years in use? Question 2. Who in 1980 became the 40th President of the USA, Ronald Reagan or Jimmy Carter? Who in 1980 became the 40th President of the USA, Ronald Reagan or Jimmy Carter? Question 3. Which duo covered Elvis Presley's Always on My Mind, taking it to the UK Christmas #1 in 1987? Which duo covered Elvis Presley's Always on My Mind, taking it to the UK Christmas #1 in 1987? Question 4. Which annual charity event was first launched in November 1980? Which annual charity event was first launched in November 1980? Question 5. Who left Coronation Street on Christmas Day 1987, giving ITV record viewing figures? I'll give you a clue, it's an actress. Who left Coronation Street on Christmas Day 1987, giving ITV record viewing figures? Question, and I'll accept either the actress's name or the character's name. Question 6. In what year was Microsoft Excel first released? And you can have 2 years either way. In what year was Microsoft Excel first released? Within 2 years either way. That's in the 80s, obviously. Question 7. What was the name of the vehicle that Richard Noble drove in beating the world land speed record in 1983? Trust to, just to, or thrust to? What was the name of the vehicle that Richard Noble drove in beating the world land speed record in 1983? Trust to, just to, or thrust to? Question 8. Where was the US venue for the Live Aid concert of 1985? And I'm only looking for the name of the city, but if you know the name of the stadium, you can put that instead. Where was the US venue for the Live Aid concert of 1985? You can't just say the country. No, the voice in my head has just asked. Question 9. Who sang the title song to the 1984 film Ghostbusters? Who sang the title song to the 1984 movie Ghostbusters? And question 10. Who won the Best Actress Oscar for her role in 1987's Moonstruck? Who won the Best Actress Oscar for her role in 1987's Moonstruck? There's your 10 questions. Let me know if you need any repeats. Excuse me. No repeats? Okay, let's go through the answers to round 2. Question 1. It was the £1 note that was withdrawn from circulation in November 1984. £1 note. Question 2. The 40th President of the USA was Ronald Reagan. Question 3. Always on My Mind was covered by the Pet Shop Boys. Question 4. The annual charity event launched in November 1980 was Children in Need. Question 5. Who left Coronation Street on Christmas Day 1987? That was Hilda Ogden or Jean Alexander. Question 6. Microsoft Excel was first released in September 1985, so you could have any year between 1983 and 1987, giving you 2 years either way. Question 7. The vehicle that Richard Noble drove in beating the world land speed record was Thrust 2. Question 8. The US venue for the Live Aid concert of 1985 was Philadelphia in the John F. Kennedy Stadium. Question 9. The title song to Ghostbusters was sung by Ray Parker Jr. And question 10, Best Actress Oscar for Moonstruck went to Cher. Yes, Glynis, tough questions, easy to get wrong. They were tough questions. So if you got a reasonable score, you did well. Alright, let me know how you got on with that round. Martin 7, that's a good score. Debbie 9, well done. Joe 7, that's okay. Glynis 6. Debbie Jackson 7. Well, they're not bad scores at all for, as you say, Glynis, a tough round. Right, we've gone to round 3, the human body. And this is quite a hard round as well. As a chef never took any prisoners, must say, with his questions. Rob's got his headphones on now. Right. Okay, the human body. Question 1. Where in the body is the mandible? Where or what is the mandible? Would probably be a better question. Where in the body is the mandible? Question 2. Where is the deltoid muscle found? Where is the deltoid muscle found? Question 3. The palatine glands are found where? The palatine glands are found where? Question 4. If the inner surface of the lungs could be laid out flat, the surface area would match that of A, half a badminton court, B, half a tennis court, or C, half a football pitch. If the inner surface of the lungs could be laid out flat, the surface area would match that of A, half a badminton court, B, half a tennis court, or C, half a football pitch. Question 5. What organs could be described as the main waste filtering and disposal system of the body? What organs could be described as the main waste filtering and disposal system of the body? Question 6. Which pea-sized gland found in the centre of the skull releases hormones that affect growth and metabolism? Which pea-sized gland found in the centre of the skull releases hormones that affect growth and metabolism? Question 7. How many tarsal bones do human ankles have? 4, 7 or 9? Oh look, I missed out a colon there. How many tarsal bones do human ankles have? 4, 7 or 9? Question 8. The rate at which the body produces energy from nutrients is controlled by which gland in the neck? The rate at which the body produces energy from nutrients is controlled by which gland in the neck? Question 9. Which organ produces insulin? Which organ produces insulin? And question 10. Where in the body is the occipital bone? Where in the body is the occipital bone? Okay, there are your 10 questions. Let me know if you need any repeats. Again, some quite tough questions, a lot about glands. No repeats? Right, I'll go through the answers. Question 1, where in the body is the mandible? It's the lower jawbone. Or if you just put jaw, that'll do. The lower jawbone. Question 2, the deltoid muscle is in the shoulder. It's right at the top of your shoulder there. Question 3, the palatine glands are found in the mouth or throat, the tonsils, or part of. Question 4, if the inner surface of the lungs could be laid out flat, the surface area would match that of B, half a tennis court. Somebody was asking me to explain that. I said, I can't. I can't. Question 5, the main waste filtering and disposal system of the body is the kidneys. Question 6, the pea-sized gland that affects growth and metabolism is the pituitary gland. Question 7, human ankles have 7 tarsal bones. Question 8, the gland that controls the rate at which the body produces energy from nutrients is the thyroid. Question 9, the organ that produces insulin is the pancreas. And question 10, the occipital bone is in the skull. It's at the back. It goes round in a sort of half moon type shape. I thought it was somewhere around the eye, but it's not. It's the back of the skull. So, how did you do on that round? Martin, 9. Well done. Debbie, 9. Very good. Obviously some medical knowledge there. Glynis, Derek, 8. You, 7. Debbie Jackson, 8. Joe going downhill, 5. But you haven't got Peter helping you. Said he's given up, didn't you? Oh, some good scores there. So I thought that was a hard round. Right, we have the interval. I think I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Bob scored 9 as well. Is that the only Zoomer we've got tonight? Right. Oh. Haven't seen them to wave to. They're not looking. All right. Okay. Interval and find a word. So off you go and do tea, coffee, gin and tonic, whatever else, if you're not doing find a word. And we'll do a few games of this. We'll start with consonant. H. Consonant. T. Vowel. Vowel. Consonant. Consonant. Vowel. Consonant. Consonant. Oh dear. 2 C's, 2 L's, 2 O's. Does like coming up with double letters, isn't it? I thought we were going to have a nice selection then. Clothes, yes. Cloche, that's a good one. Hotel. Clothes from Joe, yeah. Can't see any others. Lech. No, does that have a T in it? I think that's just L-E-C-H, isn't it? From Lecher, I think. Maybe wrong. Pardon? No T, no, so it's a 4-letter word. We'd have Loch, L-O-C-H. Etch. Oh, there is what, for the one with T? Oh, that's the American one, isn't it? There is a definition for lech with a T, Debbie. It's sexual desire. Shall we move on? I think we'll move on. Okay. We'll start with the consonant. Vowel. Vowel. Consonant. Consonant. Vowel. Vowel. Consonant. Consonant. Oh. Least. Steal. Stain. Stains. Steals. Styles. Lots of plurals. Nails. Lateness. Ooh, that's a good one. 8 letters. Lateness. Well done, Debbie. think we're going to beat that, are we? Yeah, that's very good. Right, in which case we'll move on because we've got the best that we can get from there. We'll start again. Start with a vowel. Vowel, vowel, consonant, 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 vowel, consonant, consonant. Imps. Pose, yeah, poses, poems, impose, yes, the voice in my head said impose, imposes, moss miss. You can't have two words. Oh yeah, you're not making them. Sorry, moss and miss. Okay, mobs. Not a very friendly set of letters, is it? Really? Anything else from anyone? No? Okay, we'll have one more. Consonant. Oh dear. Consonant. Oh, consonant. Vowel. Vowel. Moisier in French. Moisier. Okay. Consonant. Consonant. Vowel. Consonant. Whew. Bottle. That's about all I can see. Botox. Hi. Anyone spotted anything else? Boot. Blotto. Blotto. Debbie and Glynis got that. Lotto. No, it's yeah, capital L, wouldn't it, I think. Nope, doesn't seem to be anything else. Oh, there's some boring ones apart from lateness. Lateness was good, Debbie. Right, in which case we'll move on. We're ahead of time tonight, I think. So we're on to the Techies round, round 4, picture round, UK television. And all you need to do is identify the still from the programme that it comes from. Or identify the programme from the still that will be shown. So if you are ready, and there will be a list of the programmes. Okay, go through them again. Okay. Right, if you are ready, we'll go through the answers to that round. Fairly straightforward, weren't they, really? Maybe one or two confusing ones, but otherwise. Okay, number 1 was Midsummer Murders. Number 2, what's that? Why is there a picture of a cucumber come up on there? Or courgette? Is that last week's? I think we'll just wait for the proper ones to come up. Number 1, Midsummer Murders. No, don't want round 5. Oh, well, I'll just go through the answers then. Number 1, Midsummer Murders. Number 2, Slow Horses. Number 3, Happy Valley. Number 4, Killing Eve. Number 5, The Thick of It. Number 6, Sherlock. Number 7, MASH. Number 8, The Office. Number 9, Battlestar Galactica. So number 10, The X-Files. How did you do on that round? I'm uncomfortable on this chair now. Martin 10, well done, well done. Glynis 10, yeah, excellent. Joe 6, you watch too much sport, Joe. Not enough other stuff. Debbie 10, some lucky guesses. You always say that. Any others to come through? Debbie Jackson 10, well done. Okay. Okay. Right, we're on to the final round, film quotes. So I'm just going to give you a quote from a film and you have to say what film it's from. Just bear with me a second. I will try the odd accent now and again, but it won't be very successful. Number 1. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Number 2. Man who catch fly with chopstick accomplish anything. Man who catch fly with chopstick accomplish anything. Which wine tonight? I can't remember. David poured it, which is why it's a larger glass than usual. He's very generous with his pouring. But it'll probably be a Sauvignon Blanc, I would think. Question 3. I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. I can't do that voice. I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. The voice in my head has just had a go at it as well. Number 4, if you build it, he will come. If you build it, he will come. Number 5, infamy, infamy, they've all got it in for me. Number 6, Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. No, I can't do that one. No good at accents unless it's Welsh. Number 7, you talking to me? You talking to me? Number 8, nobody puts baby in a corner. Nobody puts baby in a corner. Number 9, I'll have what she's having. I'll have what she's having. And number 10, you had me at hello. You had me at hello. It's a ridiculous line, really, isn't it? Okay, does anybody want any of those repeating? No? Okay, let's have the answers to round 5 then. Question 1. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off the Italian Job. Question 2. Man who catch fly with chopstick accomplish anything. The Karate Kid. Question 3. I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. Can't do that. The Godfather. Question 4, if you build it, he will come. Field of Dreams. Never seen that. Question 5, infamy, infamy, they've all got it in for me. Carry On Cleo. 6, Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Wizard of Oz. 7, you talking to me? Taxi Driver. 8, nobody puts baby in a corner. Dirty Dancing. 9, I'll have what she's having. When Harry Met Sally. And 10, you had me at hello. Jerry Maguire. Excuse me. So how did you do on the final round and overall? Martin, 7 and 40. That's okay. That's a good score. Glynis, 10. Woohoo! Derek, 44 and you 43. Oh, that's good. Debbie, 9, 46. Field of Dreams is a good film. Joe, 4 and 30. Oh dear. Debbie Jackson, 8 and 39. Yeah, that's good. You need to watch more films, Joe. Instead of football and cycle racing. Okay, no other scores to come in? There's a range of scores there. So not bad, considering I thought that was quite a hard quiz compared to last week's. But, okay, more sports round and French literature. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can bring in. Okay. See you Friday. Right, we'll see you next week. Cheers, Martin and Lynn. Let's hope the weather improves. Cheers, Debbie.